And I am so excited, Glamfam, to test out another new Dyson innovation. You guys know I am the Dyson girl. I love my Dyson products. I never even reviewed the Shark. I bought this myself. I bought every Dyson product myself, and I, to this day, am obsessed with it.
Let's go, girls.
The first hairdryer was invented by French stylist Alexandre Godefroy. His invention was a large seated version that was attached to a chimney pipe of a gas stove. It was used for his hair salon in France. It was not portable or handheld, and it can only be used if a person sits underneath it, just like we see in our modern day salons. Then, in 1911, American-Armenian inventor Gabriel was the first to patent a blow dryer in the United States. Then in 1920, hairdryers began to go on the market in a handheld form, weighing in at approximately 2 pounds, 0.9 kilograms, and they were difficult to use. They were causing a lot of overheating and people getting electrocuted. Hairdryers were also capable of using 100 watts, which increased the amount of time needed to dry the hair. The average dryer today can use up to 2,000 watts of heat. In a recent survey done in 2023, 70% of people said they are concerned about their scalp. Globally, 7 out of 10 respondents say their hair is damaged. Up to 100 hair strands are lost each day, and there can be as many of 150,000 hairs on a human head. On average, the lifespan of a human hair is actually 2 to 7 years. Our hair grows in bundles with a single follicle containing multiple strands of hair, and every 7 years or so, that bundle resets. The human scalp hair normally grows at 0.4 millimeters per day. Damaging your scalp barrier within 2 weeks in which hair follicle first grows can impact the hair's development. Keeping your scalp healthy and balanced will help your hair to reach potential healthy growth. Dyson has invested $124 million into their global hair laboratories to create devices that are specifically designed and engineered to avoid breakage. And James Dyson and his team of engineers have once again brought us innovation that will not only make your hairstyling more efficient, but also more enjoyable. With its latest cool technology, Dyson continues to conquer the science behind hair, solving real hair problems with innovative engineering. As it continues to develop new hair tools that annihilate the beauty industry, with tools that protect and make our hairstyling routines much faster and much more efficient. In my opinion, there's really no comparison to any other hair tools on the market, and the dupes out there don't even come close. If you own a Dyson product, you know that. Dyson always dominated home devices, and now it's dominating the hair industry. If you're like me with very damaged hair, or even more cautious about hair loss with damage from a hairdryer, you know how important temperature control is when it comes to using hot tools. Especially as I'm entering my premenopausal stage of life at 46, I'm seeing a lot more hair loss than usual. The Dyson Supersonic Nural hairdryer doesn't rely on extreme heat. Instead, it uses air multiplier technology to create a velocity jet of air to dry your hair. This isn't new science. We saw this for years with the Supersonic. I own the original Supersonic. It's the most amazing device ever made, and I still love my Supersonic so much, and it's lasted me over 5 years. This newest invention of the iconic Supersonic takes the magic that is already beloved from Supersonic to another level, a level beyond any other hairdryer on the market, ensuring your blow dry never gets hot enough to damage your hair or scalp. It uses smart technology to adjust air temperature by calculating the distance from the dryer to your scalp. The airflow temperature automatically decreases to 55 degrees Celsius, 131 degrees Fahrenheit, when the dryer gets too close to your scalp. Although the infrared light beam that calculates the distance from your dryer to your scalp is invisible, you can see the device in the back of the hairdryer change color based on how close the dryer gets. A blue light indicates the dryer is close to the scalp, and heat is decreased to its lowest setting of 55 degrees Celsius. As you move the dryer further away from your scalp and the temperature increases, the color turns yellow, orange, and red, indicating low, medium, and high heat settings. For those familiar with the Supersonic, the Nural uses the same heat and speed settings as the model, previously. The difference is the automatic adjustment ensures that you're never going to get too much heat on the scalp. So the new device is foolproof to the T. And I am so excited, Glamfam, to test out another new Dyson innovation. You guys know I am the Dyson girl. I love my Dyson products. I never even reviewed the Shark. I bought this myself. I bought every Dyson product myself, and I, to this day, am obsessed with it. You can look right there at the differences between the new Dyson Nural and the old Supersonic. I had the 24 karat gold plated one, so I love mine. I cherish mine. That one to me is still more beautiful aesthetically to look at, but I love this cool, clear technology and scalp protection. Everything is about scalp these days. You guys see it all over. You go to Sephora, Ulta, or any cosmetology store, everything is dedicated to the scalp these days because let's be honest, if your scalp isn't healthy, the rest of your hair is not going to be healthy. Now, I have bleached hair. Obviously, I damage my hair and I'm okay with that because I want my hair this blonde and I'm fine with it. I've accepted it and I'm okay with it. And I wear my little phony pony sometimes and, you know, a lot of my hair is growing out, but you guys will see as I blow dry my hair later on in this video. By the way, timestamps are below and also on the time bar right there. But you guys, this is incredible. Absolutely incredible, and I'm so incredibly excited to test out another Dyson product. Is this a product you need to run out and get? No, but if you're on the market for a really good blow dryer and your Supersonic may be older and you just want to upgrade it, or you've never tried the Supersonic, now is the time to try it. This technology outdoes, although I love the aesthetic of my 24 karat gold Supersonic, this one is a much better blow dryer. It weighs in just under 2 pounds. So I'm gonna go over some comparisons between the two, but if you feel that side by side, I do feel like this one is a little bit lighter in my opinion. It just feels lighter for some reason. And this does come with 5 attachments. I don't have the attachments from the old one. I only have the flyaway one that I bought later on because that came out long after I got my original Supersonic, and I just have the style concentrator that it came with. So what I do like is that the other one did have a mat that it came with, so you guys can see me unboxing it right there. And I left in the audio there because for me, I love when I watch unboxing like technology videos. I love hearing like the crinkles and everything, so I did leave that in there. But that's me. I mean, that was a massive box, you guys. That was humongous. I always say this whenever I do a Dyson review. You get that Apple feel, right? The products, when you open up an Apple iPhone, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty, especially in the beginning. Maybe it's not as exciting anymore now that they've been out for so many years, but in the beginning, when we got an Apple product, we were like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And that's the feeling I get from the Dyson. I mean, it's just really is an amazing feeling. And these products last so long, you guys. So there's a lot of packaging there that I had to kind of maneuver through. And this is just ginormous. So this diffuser, this brand new diffuser is, it's like 2-in-1. Again, we'll go over all the attachments in just a second, but that came separately from the actual box. That's not gonna fit in that box. Now, I don't typically use those boxes. I keep my 24 karat gold one in the box just to protect the gold, but a lot of my devices I just keep separately. But I typically like to, with stuff like this, to try to protect it in some way, whether you get something on Amazon or just keep it in a soft bag or something so it doesn't get banged up. But really beautiful. I just love opening up a Dyson product. It just gets me so excited, you guys. While we're unpacking, let's touch on those details. Before we dive into this new technology, I do want to go over the price point and all that fun stuff. So this does retail for $499 US. As always, we're going to see a hefty price point with Dyson products, but you definitely pay for what you get. It's available at these fine retailers, and I will have links in the description box below as well as on the screen right there that you can just click. This does come with a 2-year warranty, which includes parts and labor, Dyson parts and labor warranty, but they will still be there when the warranty runs out. They provide Dyson technology owners with a lifetime of support. If you need to contact Dyson for advice, you can speak to a Dyson employee in their US office. And when you buy a Dyson product from Dyson.com, they register your warranty automatically. But if you buy from other retailers like Ulta, Sephora, Nordstrom, anywhere else you decide to Best Buy, you will have to fill out the necessary form. So keep that in mind. This is not automatically a warranty that's just registered. You have to register it if you buy it somewhere other than Dyson. So please remember to do that because that is really important just in case anything goes wrong with your products. I owned this original Supersonic, the original Air Wrap, the new Air Wrap, the Air Straight, and now this product I have yet to use my warranty. So that's amazing. This does come with a 30-day money-back guarantee depending on where you purchase. So always remember that. That's just for Dyson.com. And they do a price match guarantee. I brought this up during my Air Straight review. If you decide to buy on Dyson.com, you can always, if like Nordstrom is or Sephora is running a sale, they'll price match that. So please keep that in mind during the Sephora sale because I know these go really fast. If you can't see it there, it's not available, go on to Dyson.com and they'll do that price match guarantee. That's awesome. This comes in 2 color variations. So I have right here the Vinca Blue and Topaz, and this is only available on Dyson.com. So just so you guys know that. But there is a really other beautiful color available at Sephora, Ulta, Nordstrom, and all the other retailers. And that is the Ceramic Patina and Topaz. That was a limited edition Air Straight and Air Wrap color that they showed during the Sephora sale, if you guys remember right. Kind of is like a Tiffany blue. It's really pretty. The Nural auto adapts to enhance natural shine and protect scalp health. It has fast, intelligent drying with no heat damage. It's able to learn, memorizing your go-to styling preferences with each attachment. That's amazing. So whatever attachment you're using, it's going to memorize the heat settings that you want for that particular attachment. And it comes with 5 intelligent attachments. Dyson's overall customer current rating on their website is 4.9 out of 5, and that's out of 1,137 reviews. Dyson does all verified purchases, so they don't hand out their products where a lot of other companies will say 5 out of 5, but they've all been handed out and they weren't verified purchases. So 90% of people liked this new Dyson Nural. Now I've covered a little bit of this already, but let's touch on the brand new technology and added intelligence Dyson has reinvented with this latest Dyson Supersonic Nural. Keeping the ergonomically designed handle, this new hairdryer is engineered with Nural sensors for added intelligence. The sensors within the Dyson Supersonic Nural hairdryer activate new features automatically to optimize your styling routine and care for your scalp. Created with a clear end cap that reveals the technology inside, there is innovation everywhere you look, whether visible through the clear end cap or suspended in the capsule or neatly hidden in the handle. This intelligent hairdryer is packed with pioneering Dyson technology. So the Scalp Protect mode is one of the highlighted features of this brand new Nural. A time of flight sensor automatically adjusts temperature to maintain an optimal target temperature of 131 degrees Fahrenheit at the scalp. But keep in mind, Scalp Protect mode is not available for all the attachments, just a few of them. Let's take a look at Scalp Protect mode up close. So I'm using the Gentle Air attachment because not all of the attachments are activated with the Scalp Protect mode, just so you guys know that. But you can see it right there. You can turn it on and off. You don't have to have it on, but I personally would recommend. I mean, that's the highlighted feature of this, and it's really going to protect your scalp. And I love this feature, especially because the 2 attachments, because it's not available for all the attachments, but the 2 attachments I personally use all the time, which would be the Gentle Air attachment and the Styling Concentrator, those 2 I use the most, and those both have the Scalp Protect mode, which I absolutely love. Let's touch on the other added intelligent features. You also have attachment learning, and this is a hall sensor that recognizes each attachment as you use it and will automatically adjust it to your go-to styling preferences. So it will basically memorize what, if you're using the diffuser, it's going to memorize the heat, and I'll go over what they recommend. how the settings that they recommend for each attachment, but it will memorize that. And I absolutely think that is the coolest technology. And then last, we have the pause detect. I absolutely loved this with my Air Straight. This has just been a game changer for me. So if you already own the Air Straight, like the Air Straight, this is gonna detect movement and it's gonna know when the machine is being put down. Pause detect is always on unless the diffuser attachment is connected, so keep that in mind. One other thing to keep in mind is this is not going to turn off all the way like the Air Straight does. I'll show you right there. The Air Straight, once you put it down, it just stops. It will kind of slow down and then it will eventually just stop and it will just stay off until you pick it back up. It censors that. This one doesn't shut off all the way. This one just, when you put it down, I'll show you right there, it just decreases that airflow so things won't blow all over the place. But it is still really nice that they have that. Also keep in mind that the pause detect only activates when the machine is put down and not for every momentary pause that you're doing when you're styling your hair. It's deliberately programmed in a fractional delay of 240 milliseconds. To be sure that pause detect has activated, wait for the motor sound to ramp down before lifting your hand off the hairdryer. Let's take a look at the Dyson Nural up close. So you have the on-off switch, which you guys already know and are familiar with. If you own a Supersonic, it's exactly the same. I do wish that was a metal button. It's kind of plastic. On mine, I think the other one is plastic too. So I thought like that was a little bit cheap because the gold one I have is a metal button and so is the other Dyson Supersonics. I wish they would have kept that. I like that aesthetic. And then you also have the cool shot button and that is also on there. Now let's take a look at the clear end cap and you have 3 precise airflow settings. You have low for mild or diffusing, medium for gentle or regular drying, high for fast drying and styling. Then you have 4 precise heat settings, and it starts off at 82 degrees Fahrenheit for constant cool to set your style, 140 degrees Fahrenheit for gentle drying and diffusing, 176 degrees Fahrenheit for regular drying, and 212 degrees Fahrenheit for fast drying and styling. I love these magnetic attachments, you guys. They really magnetize so beautifully and so secure. I've never had a problem, even with my original Supersonic, with anything flying off. That sucker stays on, and if you know, you know. The old attachments in the past with other blow dryers, standard blow dryers on the market, just would fly off. It was just so frustrating. But let's go over these attachments. So number 1 is the gentle air attachment. This is probably one of my favorite attachments, you guys, because this is the one I would personally use the most, seeing as though that this is not going to smooth out my hair like the Air Straight does. This will be more for me just to kind of get a rough dry, and I just love this attachment. This evenly diffuses airflow for fast yet gentle drying, and it's really good for damaged hair. So Dyson's recommended setting for this attachment is at high heat and high flow. Let's take a look at that in action. As you can see right there, I'm just doing it with my fingers as like a rough dry. And it really is just blowing out air so nicely. It's not overheating. It's not making me hot in any way. I absolutely love this new attachment. It's even good for those of you that have straight hair already and you don't really need to do a lot. Like you don't need to use a brush, because for me, I only use my Tangle Teaser, just because even though I don't think this is made for heat, this is a 4-year brush right here and it's still going strong. This is by far my favorite, but it's gentle. It's a wet brush. So for me, my hair is so fragile with the bleach. I don't want anything like, even those, I love my rounded brushes. They're amazing, but I try to stay away from those because I don't want to overheat my hair. That's going to activate more heat onto your head, which is why it smooths it out so beautifully and gives you this gorgeous blowout. And sometimes I'll use it on my Dyson Airwrap, but for the most part, I just use this when I'm blow drying my hair. That for me is just the best way to do it. But for this particular magnetic one, this is, again, so easy just to pop on and off, and it just attaches so easy. And it's not too loud either. I like that. It's just easy. And this is super lightweight, but I love this airflow. It really is. Here, I'll do it in studio here. And you can even do it on low like that. And even when on cool, like if you're hot, you can just go like this. Oh, it feels so good, you guys. I really love this attachment. It is so nice. This technology is so stinking cool. All right, you guys, let's go on to the styling concentrator. So this particular style concentrator for this Supersonic Nural is slightly different from the Dyson Supersonic. I'll show you guys up close right there what the difference is. So you can see that the Dyson Supersonic is a little bit wider and a little bit more narrow, the old one. Now, just so you guys know, the old attachments will fit on this new Dyson Nural, and I'll show you right there. That's the old attachment from my old Supersonic, and it still attaches to this new Nural. So it's the same diameter in that area where it magnetizes, which is really nice if you have attachments that you really love from your old one and you just want to keep those. You'll be able to do it, or having backups if you're traveling. You don't have to carry all the attachments with you. You can keep some in your travel bag, which is really awesome, you guys. I really love that they did that. But you can see that the concentrator is just a little bit more narrow and a little bit wider, and I feel like it's a little lighter weight too, in my opinion. So I really like this one. So let's take a look at that one up close. So this concentrator has a wide, thin blade of air for precision styling, an airflow concentrator that does the opposite of a diffuser. It makes the end of the blow dryer narrow and thus helps to concentrate the heat into the one spot, making it dry rapidly. So Dyson's recommended setting for this attachment is high heat and medium flow. And as you can see right there, with my brush, I'm able to give that precision of the heat to smooth out the hair. This particular brush, with my hair being more wavy and more just brittle and dry, I obviously would need to get a smoother brush to get that smoothness going, but it's still straightening it out and still making it so pretty. I just got my hair done like literally like 5 hours ago. So my hair is still, you know, it shouldn't even be blow dried right now, but I really wanted to show you guys how this looks with my hair wet and freshly colored, just because I had some roots going on. But it really is such an amazing concentrator. I actually love this one even more than the other one. I like the wide, thin blade of this one. It really does give a little bit more precision as you're blow drying the hair, and I absolutely love that. I am not a cosmetologist. I am not an expert. I just grew up in a beauty salon, and my mom was a cosmetologist for 50 years. So I have been around hair tools my whole life, and I've been to, more hair shows than I could have ever wanted to go to. And most kids went to had fun vacations. My vacation was a hair show in Lake Tahoe, California. That was my fun vacation. But hey, I was a girly girl, so it was fun for me. But anyway, I love this new style concentrator, and it really is giving me that precision I need to dry my hair and get it as smooth as I want before I go in with my Dyson Airspray or Airwrap if I just decide to curl my hair. But it really is a great attachment. I don't want to spend too long on these attachments. The next one is the brand new Wave and Curl Diffuser. So this is a new diffuser that disperses airflow in 2 different ways with less frizz. This is one attachment with 2 modes. So as you can see right there, it pulls apart. Is such a neat. When I had a little bit curlier hair back in the days, when I had a perm, do you guys remember perms? So Dyson recommends setting this attachment at high heat and medium flow. You have the dome mode, which is the brand new one, and it looks like a bowl basically, and it infuses hair to enhance natural waves or curls for a more defined finish. air is drawn into the dome and infused through the hair, enhancing natural waves or curls for a more defined finish. And as you can see right there, I am attempting to do it, but my hair is too short and it's not curly enough to really show you guys the full effect. But you can see right there, it gave me some bounce. It was quite nice. I was really impressed with that. Let's take a look at diffuse mode, which adds volume for textured natural curls and coils and is gently diffused through the longer prongs to reach deeper into the hair for textured voluminous curls and coils. You'll have to watch somebody with more curly hair to really be able to appreciate that. A tip from Dyson if you're using these attachments is to simply remove the prong bed to activate dome mode or replace for traditional diffuse mode depending on your preferred style and hair type, and that's going to trigger the right heat and temperature that it needs to give you the desired curl or more relaxed curl look that you particularly want. But that dome mode is allowing that to get a lot closer to the scalp than the diffuse mode, in my opinion. That's what it looks like. So the wide tooth comb, let's take a look at that attachment, and that is engineered to detangle, shape, and lengthen your curls and your coil. I did it on my hair. Obviously, this does nothing for my straight hair. But if you have like tighter coils, you're going to be able to stretch those curls out by using that wide tooth comb. That's really nice for my girls with really kinky curly hair. So I love that that just comes with the attachments, you know, the 5 attachments that are available. That is really nice. And they do recommend that you put that on high heat and high flow when you're using that attachment. And then the last attachment is one of my favorite attachments Dyson's ever created, because a girl like me with damaged hair has those flyaways, those unwanted flyaways. And this flyaway attachment is just like the old one. It's for sleek, straight styles. This provides the exclusive Dyson Nural airflow to hide flyaways. And the recommended setting for this that Dyson recommends is low heat and high flow. Let's take a look at how this tamed those crazy, stubborn flyaways on my hair. You guys can tell by the expression on my face, this is like a game changer for a girl like me. I love it. I love that my Dyson Airwrap, the new one, has it too. I love that attachment that it comes with, the KristiAllure, and I actually think that one's a little bit better and a little bit easier to use, a little less of a learning curve with that one, where this one has a bit of a learning curve. You just got to get used to it. You just got to maneuver the hand in the right way. But when you get it, it works. Oh my goodness. It is so, so neat. All together, you guys can see the way it blew out my hair. It really is such an incredible, incredible blow dryer. There is nothing on the market that can compare to this brand new Dyson Nural. It truly is something very, very special. And I love the way my hair just feels after I use a Dyson Supersonic compared to a traditional blow dryer. Now, I do have to go in with my Dyson Airstraight because I need to smooth out my hair, and I don't have the hair tools that the brushes and stuff like that I personally want to use with this blow dryer right now. So I'm gonna go in with my Airstraight because I always go in with my Airstraight. That's gonna be my routine off camera. So I just went in, sectioned off my hair, and just started smoothing out my hair a little bit more. This is by far my #1 hair tool used. It is amazing for a girl like me. The fact that I'm not getting that heat damage that I normally would get to get my hair this straight from a flat iron. So definitely check out my Airstraight review if you haven't already. Now comes the golden question. If you already own the Dyson Supersonic, do you need the Dyson Nural? That's up to you guys. But what are the biggest differences? Let's take a look at them side by side. The Supersonic Nural is their latest hairdryer technology. So it's gonna have everything you love about your iconic Supersonic hairdryer, but with that added intelligence. There is a network of Nural sensors in that machine that automatically activate the intelligent features with that hairdryer. So you're getting that scalp protect mode. You're getting that attachment learning, that pause detect. Both Supersonics are amazing, but what I love about this one is it actually includes all 5 attachments, engineered for all hair types. But the Supersonic Nural attachments leave that engineering with the unique magnetic IDs that really learn and memorize your hair and your preferences. So that attachment learning is really, really nifty with this brand new Supersonic Nural, and that's what makes it a little bit different. Is it lighter weight than the original? I mean, that's up to you guys for you to decide. I personally think it's a little bit lighter, but that's just my opinion. I do want to quickly remind you guys that you can use the Dyson Supersonic old attachments with the brand new Nural, but what I didn't mention is with exception of the wide tooth comb. Some important tips and FYI notes for you guys is Dyson does recommend cleaning that filter once a month. With regular care of your Dyson Supersonic Nural, your hairdryer is going to be able to maintain its optimal performance. So it is really critical that you guys wash that. And you can remove and wash the magnetic filter cage in warm, soapy water. By soaking it in there for 30 minutes before rinsing and drying, you're really getting that debris out. After you've soaked it for 30 minutes, you're going to rinse and dry. And then you can take a dry, clean cloth and start wiping the filter itself to clear out that debris. But you will find all of those instructions on Dyson.com, and I will put the link below for you guys just in case you couldn't remember how to do it, and it just makes it easier for you guys. But all in all, I'm really happy with this purchase. Again, this is something that is worth it to me because I really want to protect my scalp. It's really important, especially to maintain my bleach and all of that stuff. So again, this is not something you need to run out and get, but if it's something that you're on the market and you were or a product you were interested in getting, I really, really do recommend it. And I have a very high review for this. So I am going to give this an overall rating of 5 out of 5. I do think it is worth it. At first I was like, is this going to be any different from my previous Supersonic? Is it worth a $499 price point? I absolutely think it is. But again, that's all relative and you have to make the best decision for yourself. But I know the Sephora sale is going to be coming up this fall and I wanted to make sure to get this review out for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, before you go, please remember to hit that subscribe button, click the post notification bell, join our beautiful glam fam. We're here every Sunday and we just love for you to become part of our family. You can check out my full Dyson playlist right there. I'll put the card right there. And I have all of my reviews from all of my other Dyson products. I go more into the Kawanda technology and all of that stuff, all that fun stuff. I really go in depth. I do a lot of research on these products. I don't just jump in and do this review for you guys. I like to really get to know the Dyson products and really be able to help you guys in any possible way. I have so much great feedback from my old videos and I just greatly appreciate you guys taking the time to watch today's video. You can follow me on all of my socials at KristiAllure. I do upload shorts Monday through Wednesday typically, and I do a lot of makeup reviews. So I'd love for you to join me and please join our beautiful glam fam, and I will see you guys on the next video. Love you guys. Bye. I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it. I know that we can go higher if we keep our faith, if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm like a whisper